Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. I am needing to do this really quickly. Goodbye, Andy.
Goodbye, Andy.
See you guys later.
There you go. Okay, I'm back. I needed to make sure it was actually going on YouTube. I don't trust the system.
Uh, well, can you see YouTube? Who's here?
Yes, we're good. So Bree is here. So good morning, Bree.
Good morning, Bree. Good to see
Yeah.
you.
And
Or
I
not see you.
froze.
You froze?
Am I frozen?
Not to me.
Okay. Let's try this again. Hello. Are you okay, honey? I
I
don't.
was just telling you about it.
Okay, goodbye.
All right, bye.
It's just that's all you're gonna see is Delane and I.
Oh, I thought Bree was here.
She is. She's.
Okay.
It's good, Andy. It's good. Yeah. I had actually hit pause on YouTube rather than muting, so I think we're good now.
Oh, okay.
Well, you know
All
what?
right.
There has to be some like little glitch every time.
Well, it wouldn't be fun if it wasn't.
No. 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 He says bye. I'm sure he's off to get a haircut because he might have a job interview today.
Well, that's
Which he is
fun.
very antsy about. So we'll see. All right. So, hi, good morning. My name is Meg. I am Jean Marie's Vintage. And today we're going to talk about keywords. Delane, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Delane. I am simply old stuff. And yes, I sell on, oh, let me think, eBay, Cherish, Whatnot, Vamp, Knickknacks, and about to be selling on a brand new reseller platform that I am very excited about. We will let you know more about that in about 10 days, probably.
Yes, we are. We got another one in the works, people. So we're excited about that.
Yes.
All right. So keywords. So we both sell on eBay. And so and I think a lot of people who would be watching us also sell on eBay, but I feel like keywords applies to most of the platforms that you would be selling on or buying on.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's kind of a broader topic that covers a lot of bases, but we'll kind of focus on how eBay wants us to do it. Yes. So, I don't know. Should we just go down my list? I have a list. I'm so
Why
prepared.
don't you go down your list, and then I'm surrounded by a bunch of items that I have just purchased and was doing research on to uh, see what I wanted to sell them for, and I could show one like this little bowl, and we can talk about how we would keyword that.
Sure. Yes. Let's do
And
it.
then you might have some stuff around there too, and we'll just do it that way. Well, just
It's
even turn around and grab a craft thing.
yes, I'm gonna say it's really crafty at the moment.
Well,
So
crafty's good, and
yeah.
you can keyword anything. You could
You
keyword my hand.
we could actually keyword your hands. Wouldn't that be funny to like come up with just some random obscure thing and make a really good title?
I
So
think that would be. Let's do that.
okay. Well, you
Let's.
know
And
what? You know what we could do? Here. Let's do this. Since we kind of fly by the seat of our pants. Let's take your bowl, your basket, and let's
my
use
little
my
basket.
yeah, let's use my suggestions and come up with a really good title.
I love it. Let's do that.
Let's do that. Okay. So, the first suggestion that I have is the first 5 words for your basket are going to be the most important words of your whole title?
I've listened to several high power sellers, and there's really not any agreement about it. Some people say use the whole, however many characters you have, and
Yes.
some people say simple is better. So try it all. But yes, let's do that. Let's make the first 5 important.
The most important. Yeah, the definitely one thing that I think falls into that category is use all 80 characters that eBay provides anyway, but just the algorithm puts the most emphasis on the first 5.
And I think eBay is the only one that I've run into that has limited number of characters. Whatnot, you can put as much as you want in the title.
Okay.
And Cherish you can, and a Vamp and Knickknacks, I haven't run out of characters. They haven't said no, wait.
So
but also
Macari and Poshmark limit you.
Okay. Also, eBay is the. I'm gonna put this down. We'll hold because I'm old. But also eBay makes you pay for extra descriptions, for another line of description, where some of them don't.
Yeah, you can like buy a subtitle.
Right. And no, but you can subtitle in some of the others, and it's okay. It doesn't cost. So if dealing with eBay makes you have to think about not making it a paragraph or a punctuated sentence, you just need keywords. You don't need it to be a flowing, cohesive statement.
It doesn't even really need to make sense.
No.
Okay, so the thing they suggested for like finding your best keywords is actually using the search. So you can use either the eBay search, because eBay technically is a search engine, or just use Google search.
Right.
To find your good keywords for your basket. How do you like start your search?
Well, if I was going to search for a basket like this, a ceramic blue and white basket, I would just actually put in the search engine. I don't do categories on eBay. I don't search in categories. I will search all, and I would search blue and white small ceramic basket. And it would probably pull up. Let me see what that does. Let's just go do it. How about that?
How about that? Let's try it. I have my phone right in front of me too. I can definitely do some searching if I need to.
Blue, white, ceramic basket. Let's see what. I'm not going to be able to show it to you. And I searched all categories, and it comes up with 1,300 possibilities. So if I'm looking specifically for this basket, it says Portugal on it, right?
Indeed.
So let's add Portugal. I'm going to add the word Portugal, if I can spell it. Go back to my same search, add Portugal. And let's see how many we get this time. I got 133. Now, okay, that's still a lot to look through. And so this one also says Vestal Vestal. I don't know if that's an art studio or what it is, so I'm going to add that.
How nice that they marked it so well for you.
I know, and this is just I didn't pick this one on purpose. And I'm looking to. All right, I have 35. Now that's
Oh,
doable.
that's very doable.
I could add if I wanted to. These look like they're all fairly small. In fact, I found the exact basket. And the title
Oh,
says
nice.
Vintage Vestal. And it added a word, Alcobaca, Alcobaca, Portugal floral handled basket, blue, white, six, and it said, then they said Portugal again, 6 inches. So I could have added small and it might have
Yep.
come up. So I found this basket on eBay by starting with blue white ceramic basket, then added
Um,
Portugal, then added Vestal, and found the basket. Now, whether I'm looking to find the basket so I can sell similar, or I'm looking as a buyer for a match to this basket came up. Okay.
um, so hi Heidi. I'm glad my link to you just worked. Um, so one suggestion that somebody had, I don't remember who it was, um, said don't use words in your title that people aren't that you don't use like in normal conversation is kind of what they said. So don't use they kind of were talking about abbreviations, but most people aren't going to know whatever that word was that you came up with, or
Yeah.
that a word. They're not going to know like really specific things like that. Things like that can go in your description. But when they were talking about the abbreviations, they're like, don't put in NIB for new inbox. People aren't going to look for that specific of things in your title. You can put that in your description, but don't throw those in your title. It's a waste of characters.
I think the only abbreviation that works because eBay has made it work is you can put VTG for vintage. And if you put VTG and somebody searches the total word vintage, it will bring up the VTGs also.
Did you say you can also do MCM for mid-century modern?
Yes. And you
Okay.
can do MCM for mid century modern. Those are the two abbreviations I know the search engine will find, and that saves you characters. Now, let's go back to this. I would title this, and it used to be, let's say this was a very well-known pottery. Vestal is. It's not, but let's say it's like
Like
um,
Delft.
John. I mean, yeah. Let's say it's like Delft. Uh, or it's like Fenton. Fenton doesn't make pottery, but um, what's
Lefton.
anyway? Let's
Lefton.
yeah, Lefton. Let's say this is Lefton pottery. It used to be you would say Lefton would be your first keyword
Mm-hmm.
because collectors are looking for Lefton.
Yep.
Now the data shows that the millennials that are decorating don't know Lefton from Target. Collectors do. But so I would start out with the color cobalt blue, not and, don't use the word and because you are wasting characters. Cobalt blue, white, ceramic basket, then add maybe small, handled, Portugal, and last maybe Vestal. Somebody's actually looking for that. So start out with color. Brand is not where you start. You don't have to start with brand anymore unless you are looking for the collector for Viking or for Fenton. Put it in there some way and it will show up, but you don't have to have it as the first keyword because the younger generation is just looking for the color and the style, not necessarily the name brand. That's what I have found.
I would say in my experience too, I'm selling some name brand stuff, but not necessarily. I don't
Right.
think the younger kids care as much about the whether it's a piece of Fenton glass or if it's a piece of, they just like the aesthetic appeal of it.
But make sure you do put the brand in it because for the collectors, it just doesn't have to be the first word.
Well, and also it's one of the attributes that they give us.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it could go.
One of the specifics, eBay particularly searches through the title and also through the specifics. So if you put Fenton Silvercrest in the search engine and you are a collector, it will show up all of the pieces that are Fenton Silvercrest. If you're, so eBay is a little bit different than some of the others because there are many ways the search engine works.
Yes. Sorry. Emily just sent me a picture of Matthew.
Dang, baby.
Dang, baby. Such a distraction. Okay, wait. I have to show you.
Oh my gosh, look at him with the dog.
Yes.
See, I focused on the dog.
I know. But is that a good distraction or what?
Yep, that's a good one. If you're going to be distracted.
It's a little vintage. Matthew is also wearing kind of a girly little, do you see it's got pink on it?
Oh, real men wear pink.
It's a little vintage romper or sleeper too.
All right.
Okay, sorry. That was I had to. Keyword that. I'm gonna call that a wooden turkey Thanksgiving hand painted decor.
I wouldn't even bother with decor.
Oh, you wouldn't?
No, I think you got it. It's like, first of all, it's not marked.
Nope.
You might, I would say the same thing. And I do think it's important, those of us in vintage decor, to put vintage on every title or antique.
I was gonna ask about that. Is it really important that we're using the word vintage? Because that is one of the questions that gets asked. Is this a vintage item?
And does it, okay, let's talk different platforms.
Okay.
This could be brand new from the dollar store.
It could be.
And it doesn't matter because eBay allows you to sell that.
Yep.
Now, if I was going to put it on a district platform, either Vamp or Knickknacks, it has to be vintage.
Mm-hmm.
So vintage, I don't think, is necessary in a title on a platform that is strictly vintage.
Okay. Yes, I did wonder about that as well.
But on eBay or Poshmark or Mercari, well, I think Etsy has to be vintage, doesn't it?
It's supposed to, unless you title it supplies.
Right. So, but eBay, this could be a dollar store item or it can be handmade. And if you determine it to be handmade, and you determine it to be older, you need to put vintage in it.
Okay. Okay.
I think.
No, I just wondered. Okay, and then Heidi suggested colorful, and actually what I've heard is that adjectives are a no-no. They're not necessary in your title. In your title.
In your title, if you still have space, why not though? But when you put your
Right.
specifics in, you're going to put multicolored.
Yes. Yes. And then you can put the word colorful down in your description if you choose
Right.
to. Yeah.
Okay. Grab something, Meg, or I'll grab. Okay, this.
You got it?
Most everything I got up here is blue because I went on a cobalt blue kick. All right.
No.
I found this little tiny ramekin at a thrift store. I didn't know who made it. There's a sticker on it, but you can't read the sticker. It's, you know, it has peaches in it. And so I Googled it, and it happens to be an Andrea by Sadak.
Okay.
Does anybody care? Only people who like Andrea by Sadak.
Yeah, and it's not that well
So
known.
it'd be like, the keywords would be, to me, small or miniature, because to me it's miniature compared to a huge souffle dish, right? Ramekin.
Yep.
Fruit. You could even put butterfly fruit. What's on that on the inside? Apples or peaches, whatever that is. Ribbed. You could put ribbed. And then oven to table. That doesn't matter. You know, it just measurement, maybe it's got gold around the top. You could put gild.
Yep.
So,
But
it happened, and then I would put, and it actually, I found it was Andrea Sadak by Sadak. It's called Buckingham. It's a Buckingham series. So might put, if there's room, I put Buckingham, because what if someone has 3 of these and wants a 4th?
Right. Yeah. Yep.
Ramekin. So, keywords are all meant to, all right, think about if I was looking for I wanted for my personal self, that ramekin, what would I put in the search bar?
Like if you already had one. Yeah.
Yeah, and I want a third one, you know, a replacement or whatever. Think about what a buyer would be. If you're the buyer, what would you put in what would you put in if you were searching?
I've seen people put replacement when they just have like one dish, like the ramekin, when you just have one dish and you've got the space. Replacement isn't a bad word.
If you got the space, it's not a bad word. But again, if you don't have the space, that'd be a word I'd leave out, because if you're looking, if I had 4 of those, I'd list it as 1 and then put under quantity, I'd put 4.
I have not figured out the quantity thing because I've got a couple things that I have multiple, and I'm like, well, if I sell it, I'll just list the next one.
Well, yeah, I'll help you with that. But
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, everything else okay, this little vase. Okay.
Yep.
And it actually has marking on the bottom, but I can't read it. Okay. So to me, as far as I'm concerned, I know it's not handmade because it has marking on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I know. Green.
Is it sponge painted? It's a little hard to see.
You could say sponge painted or modeled, you know. Sponge paint I like. Green ceramic, or ceramic green sponge painted
Floral.
bud vase, applied roses.
Oh, not just floral.
No, I'd put applied.
Yeah, because they're sticky outy.
Sticky outy roses. I don't think anybody's going to search sticky outy.
Don't follow me for keyword advice.
Yeah. So Anyway,
Yeah.
I don't know what else. What else is on your list?
Okay, another thing on my list is get rid of special characters. So,
Absolutely.
yeah, don't put any emojis in there. It kind of sounds like ampersand isn't for and isn't something that is searched, is not searchable. So if you want an and in there, literally type out and, but I don't know that it's necessary. If you want to say blue and yellow, just type blue, yellow. You don't even need a
Exactly.
comma.
If it's got a lid, put lidded. If it's
Yeah.
got a foot, you know what if a foot.
You got a footed item.
This vase is footed.
Oh, I guess I do have some teacups up there I could pull.
So here's
Yeah.
a vase that's footed.
Oh my gosh, I have that.
Do you?
I have a little. They come in a set of 3.
Yeah, I know. I found that out. But anyway,
you found my listing probably.
Maybe I did. Cobalt blue, white, and I'd put cobalt blue because blue is not blue. Cobalt blue, white, footed, mini vase, floral. What
set
else?
of 3.
Yeah.
Miniature.
Well, no, this is not a set of 3. This is 1.
1. You got 1. I got 3.
That's like these came in a set of 4, and I have 2.
What do we know? What do we know?
We pick them up at the thrift store because we like them, and they look good.
Yes. Yeah. So dashes, commas, any exclamation, don't put them in. It's a waste of your space.
The word rare. Unique. One of a kind.
Yeah, any adjectives.
Not one of a kind.
Yeah.
Good thing handmade is good. Hand turned for wood. Hand painted. Those make a difference.
Yes. Yep.
Artist sign for pottery. People want to know, Anyway, what else you got?
Don't capitalize everything.
No, capitalize. Don't. Then it's shouting at people.
Yeah, don't do that. It actually, eBay prefers the first word or first letter in each word to be capitalized.
Yeah, and I do that. I do that.
Oh, and avoid duplicate words. So the example that clearly was a shoe seller that I was listening to, he's like, if you've got a pair of Nike shoes, don't say blue Nike. I don't even know what kind of shoes.
I don't
but he's the word Nike multiple times in your title. So I suppose that kind of goes for like, here, let me pull a product down. If you've got a teacup, sorry, probably saying teacup multiple times, even if it's a floral teacup and it's a blue teacup, you would probably want to say blue floral teacup. And don't say tea
porcelain. Yeah, you can say porcelain or bone china if it says bone china.
Yes, it is indeed bone china made in Tuscan. I don't know, but I would choose to say the flowers, the roses, or whatever flowers rather than the Tuscan, because would you search Tuscan even though it's a brand of teacup? Would you say
where's it from?
England.
England, and if you have room, put Tuscan because someone might be looking for that particular teacup.
Yeah, right.
Blue flower Tuscan, England.
Yeah. I don't know that I would use it as a starting of my keyword, but
no.
It actually really makes me think I need to go back through every single listing of that I have and revamp them. I'm like, oh my gosh. But I don't have much compared to, let's see. Kathy said the shape of a teacup. Kathy, what shape is this? Is it footed? It's not footed because it's not
footed.
Individual little feet. Is it footed?
I think it's footed. That
Okay.
footed versus this one. This one's footed also. Okay.
That one's footed also. Here, wait, I got another one right underneath of it. Oh,
I don't
also
have
footed.
anything flat. That's definitely footed. You don't have any
That's
flat ones? Okay, how
not
about
in
this?
front of me.
This is not a footed coffee mug.
Yes, here we go. Here, I have a Norman Rockwell mug, not footed.
There you go. I have those too.
The shape of the handle matters too. Oh, Kathy, that's
This, yeah,
really good.
this
Oh,
this
Heidi.
could be
Heidi says that too.
woven handle, braided handle.
Okay, these are two
Oh, you're talking
different.
about teacups. Yeah, O-ring, D-ring. I don't know all those.
Yeah, I would have to look those up because I certainly don't know.
No.
Can I just say I love the inside of this one?
Oh, yes, you can.
It's so pretty.
That has a curly Q handle.
It's translucent. Is that the word I'm looking for? You can see through it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look how thin that porcelain is. Okay, sorry. I got sidetracked.
Okay, so eBay's all about the keywords. What do you think, Meg, about the other platforms, that the live sale platforms? Do you think keywords are important there?
I'm only laughing because you know how I title my things for Whatnot, and it's crappy. I would call
Okay.
that a blue teacup and leave it at that.
Okay, but if you were going to put in your buy it now,
But
would
if
you
I'm going to
still
put it in
call
my
a
buy
blue
it now,
teacup?
I would probably list it like I'm listing in eBay because people are searching for that.
And I think on District and Knickknacks and
Why?
Vamp and any other of the collectible marketplaces, the title's very important. I think keywords are very important on there. Who are you sticking your finger up at?
Jacob needs my phone unlocked. Everybody say hi, Jacob.
Don't you point that finger at me, Missy?
I wasn't. He needs my
I
finger
know.
to unlock my phone. You done?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so what else? Do we want to do some more keywords, or we think we're keywords?
Well, let's quick talk about okay, well, let me read what Heidi just said. It matters where it's made too. Like she said, English teacups. Yes. I would say that's important. Yeah.
Now that will go in your specifics in eBay. So if someone searches English teacup, it will show them that. But if you can get it in your title, it's good for that too. If you can get a country in your title.
Yeah.
Now,
yep.
I think that's good too. You know, Japan, made in Japan, German, whatever you can get in the title.
I didn't know this. This is interesting.
Oh,
Tuscan is a member of
I didn't know that either. Look, we're being schooled today.
I forgot I had that feature. So when Kathy, if you're listing something that's Wedgwood or that is Tuscan, do you get to put Wedgwood?
If you know it's Wedgwood, yeah.
That's an excellent keyword. I mean, it's very it's a very common brand, not a common brand, but a well-known brand. So all right, that was my
Meg, keyword this.
Keyword that is a it's a pink floral ceramic planter.
It's also luster.
Oh, it is. It's a little bit shiny there. It came from the DAV.
And it could you say handled?
Oh, I did not say handled.
But
look at those handles. Scalloped edge.
Not marked.
Unmarked.
It says
unbranded.
7. It's like China
double
market.
handles. Heidi says double handle.
Double handled, exactly. And I found someone said it was French. I don't know that I'd say French because I can't prove it's French.
You could say like French influence,
Or
French
French
style.
style. And again, that would go in your specifics under
Yep.
style.
Yep. That's what I
And I also
quite often will
found
do that.
it came with a large floral vase. A
Oh,
vase also.
I would also add cottage core to that. So the one thing that millennials are are searching, they love the cottage core, they love the granny core or the granny chick. I would farmhouse, so like a grand millennial, so like a larger decor style.
Right.
It because that kind of speaks to like the mid-century modern or the art nouveau, some of those. I mean, we got to talk about what are the what are the kids looking for these days, what styles are they searching.
Right.
Yep, very cottage core. Yep, I would agree.
See,
That's kind of what I like.
I would never, I would have put Victorian.
Yeah, where I'm not sure that that's a word that's getting searched as much as cottage core would be getting searched.
No. You could put cottage core in the title and Victorian in the style in your specifics.
Yes, so it's covered.
It's
Yeah.
covered. Now we're talking basically eBay, which is the mother of all programs. So if you can figure out keywords for eBay, you got it. You got yourself. You schooled yourself really well for all the other platforms.
Ooh, French cottage. I like that. That's where I would live, in a cottage in France, like a little more southern, so you get the lavender fields. That's where I want to go.
Okay. Yeah, you could do. There's a lot of things you can do.
No, that's
And
just where I want
again,
to live.
different. If this is on a live sale, you're showing it, and you can say it's so boho, it's so cottage core, it's so whatever. Live.
Yeah.
Where on a static sale, you got to bring those people in somehow with the words.
Yes. Yep. Well, I think the three of us are going to go live in France. See you later, Delane.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
you can't read
don't
comments,
know.
can you?
Well, I can if I go over to I've got it up on YouTube also. So I'm ready. Double handle. Yes. Oh yes.
Oh,
Look at Kathy. It's making me so smart. All right.
okay. Yeah, and I think we talked about don't mention the condition in your title, like rare or good, excellent, cute, adorable. Um, I see that over on Poshmark a lot. This is an adorable blouse. Well, that's only your opinion, right? So,
Yeah.
or a rare vintage item. I I heard this a long, long time ago. If you put rare in your title, chances are 15 people are going to have the same item. Just because it's not coming up in your search doesn't make it rare.
No.
Okay.
All right. We're good. I don't know what else to say about keywords. You decide
No.
what order you want. Color. Oh, color, material. I think are important.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
gotta.
I feel like we talked about everything that I wrote down.
I think you're right. These don't have to be long little things. It can be a short little
No.
informational video.
One last thing. Check your spelling. Make sure your items are all your words are spelled correctly. I actually came across that the other day. I did a photo search, and copied everything, and then I went back and read the title, and they had misspelled. It was just like a one letter off, but it was still the algorithm won't find it if it's misspelled.
That and you don't look real smart.
Right. It's kind of like
It's like
saying sale and sells. It's grammatical. It's an easy thing to mess up, but you gotta say it correctly. You gotta
It's like
spell it correctly.
spell false craft.
PHALZ. Is there a G in there somewhere?
I think it's GRAFF, but I have to look it up each time. And then sometimes I wonder, do I even want to put that? Oh, okay. This is a question. Are there things you should leave out of a title?
What
Like false craft or party light? Because they have gorgeous things in both of those manufacturers, but people tend to, or Avon. Should you leave Avon out of a title?
Yes. Emily
And
made
just
me
put beautiful and just put cobalt blue perfume decanter.
Yeah. Put it when they're asking for the brand, put it in the brand, but you don't necessarily need to put that
in the title.
Yeah.
Because some people make snap judgments.
Uh-huh.
But you can put clear glass, Meg.
Call it crystal.
Call it crystal, even if it's pressed. EAPG.
No. Yes, Early American Press Club. All right. So it was so good to be on here again. Sorry I missed last week. Our life at the McGee household is bonkers. I don't know what else I was going to say. So thank you all for being here. I'm not even sure what we're talking about next week.
I was going to say, could we ask if they want to put in the comments, what would you like to talk about?
Oh yeah, if you have suggestions, we are down for that. Give us some suggestions of what we can talk about. And it doesn't always have to just be Delane and I. It just I'm super crazy busy this week, and it's a lot easier. So we were supposed to talk about social media last week and we didn't get there, but we have live selling versus static selling. Live selling versus static next week is the plan.
All right.
Yeah. So
that's right. Maybe you need a bigger panel next week because we all do a lot of different things.
Yeah, we all wear a lot of hats in this fun world we live in.
Yep.
Okay. Yes, let's be vintage friends. Yes, we are definitely wanting to grow that group. So if you want to join our Let's Be Vintage Friends and sell live with us, or sell on the platforms we sell on,
go ahead, Meg. Tell them.
Because there's a surprise. Well, I don't want to say it yet because it's not official.
It will be. I have prayed it into existence.
I'm so sorry.
Coming soon.
Coming soon. Hopefully, we will be on another platform together. So, in the meantime, you can find pretty much all of us on Betty's like, shh. You can find us on, obviously, on eBay, Whatnot, Poshmark, Macari, Cherish, Knickknacks, Vamp. What else we got going on there? We all the platforms.
I don't know.
Yes.
And the bees will be buzzing soon.
Did you see what Bree says?
No, what did
Bree say?
What did Bree say?
If you're praying for things into existence, please pray for $1 million. I mean, why not, right?
Hey.
I'll be so. All right. So thank you all. Thank you all for being here, and we'll catch you later.
I'll give you the queen wave.
The queen wave. Just call me Kate. All right. Bye.
Bye.